good are SMP players actually in Minecraft PvP. There are many popular SMPs on YouTube such as Dream SMP, Life Steal SMP, and many more. One thing that is very important in all of them are PvP, since there's always a lot of wars happening on those servers. Many of these SMP players have become popular due to their insane PvP skills, but exactly how good are they? In this video, we will find out. We will be discussing on the PvP skills of 3 players. Parrot, who is one of the biggest content creators on Lifesteal SMP. Only a Squid, who is one of the best PvPers on the Demas SMP. And Rasplin, who is one of the best PvPers on Nemesis SMP.
In this video, we will be using the 1.9 PvP turn list to analyze his skill in each category to determine how good he really is in 1.9 PvP. Link is in the description. In this tier list, there is a total of 5 tiers, with top 1 being the best and top 5 being the worst. For example, an average player who does PvP would be around top 4. Top 5, let's get started.
First, we will see how good Parrot is at PvP. Parrot himself doesn't do PvP content on his channel much, but he does play a lot on PvP Legacy. He mainly plays categories such as FFA, Axe, and UHC and FFA. Unlike Dream, we can see he definitely knows how to do combos. He was beaten by the player called Fortune, who is a hot tier 4 in that category, but it was a very close fight. Because of that, Parrot is estimated to be in hot tier 4 as well. Parrot also plays Axe PvP. Because the skill gap in Axe PvP is smaller than other categories, it is harder to determine his skill in that, but based on his clips with players such as Fortune, he is estimated to be around high tier 4. We've also seen Parrot use a similar kick to UHC called the Lifesteal kick, which is basically UHC but worse against players like Clown Pierce. Because it is very similar to Axe, he is estimated to be around high tier 4 as well in that category. Because we haven't really seen Parrot playing pot, netherite, and crystals, we can't really decide on his skill in those categories. Next up, we got Only a Squid. Only a Squid is known as one of the best SMP PvPers by a lot of stands, and also one of the best players on the Demas SMP. When we have seen him beat Clown Pierce and Netherite with shields, but he did get destroyed by high tier 3 such as Tasis and Mafia Boss. This means that the tier that suits him best is low tier 3. We have also seen Only a Squid play FFA such as in his tournament video. He doesn't play this category as much as Netherite though. Based on analyzing his skills, he would be around high tier 4 in FFA, and Axe was actually tested in the past being a high tier 4 before getting removed from the tier list. Without shields, his aim and Axe is definitely pretty decent though. In UHC and crystals, we haven't seen Only a Squid play them much, but according to his challenges video, he would be estimated to be around high tier 4 or low tier 3 in UHC. Only a Squid would also be around low tier 4 in crystal PvP, which is only a little above average, since he mainly uses his sword as his main weapon and sometimes crystals, but not as much as swords. Finally, we have Rasplin. If you didn't know, the past Rasplin was actually one of the best crystal PvPers there was, being in an extremely high tier 2, also shown in the retired tier list as a retired high tier 2. Because the skill average in crystal PvP has grown a lot since, and also since he is not as good as before. He would be around low tier 3 in crystals currently, which is still pretty good. Rasplin is also pretty decent at FFA, since we've seen him do pretty good against Only and has decent aim along with his combo and crit spamming skills. Overall, he would be around low tier 3 in FFA. In Netherite part, however, we've seen him lose against Clown Pierce, who is estimated to be around low tier 3. We also don't know how good Rasplin's part refill is, but an estimate it would be around a high tier 4 in Netherite part. Since we haven't seen Rasplin do much UHCX, and part PvP, it would be pretty much impossible to determine how good he is at those categories. Let's now go back to Parrot. Overall, Parrot would be around high tier 4 in FFA, high tier 4 in Axe, and high tier 4 in UHC. This means that Parrot is only slightly above average for an SMP player. Next, Only a Squid is estimated to be around low tier 3 in Netherite part, high tier 4 in FFA, high tier 4 in Axe PvP, high tier 4, low tier 3 in UHC, and low tier 4 in crystals. This means that overall Only a Squid is definitely above average for an SMP PvP, but nowhere close to be the best or tier 1 according to Hot Chocolate. Funny. Finally, Rasplin is currently around low tier 3 in crystals, but also being a high tier 2 in the past, low tier 3 in FFA, and high tier 4 in Netherite part. This means that he is also above average for an SMP player, especially in crystal PvP.
Okay, now subscribe because Kanye West says so.